Check it out, be rapping for the Texans. Put it in, Crenshaw Bridge, reflection. Houston rap style, we bringing the heat. Talking Texas football, nothing compete. Got the best podcast, the livest in the game. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Remember the name. We talking draft picks, we talking defense. We break it all down, no nonsense. H-Town, Victor Run Showdown. On the mic, talking Texas football. Every Wednesday night with special guests dropping knowledge, taking the stage. Oh, digging in Crenshaw Briggs, we holding it down in the H-Town, wiping it down, talking touchdowns in H-Town. Houston culture, we holding it down, talking news and rumors, keeping it real. No filter, we got the Texans appeal. In the Lone Star City, we're living it up, talking all things Texas, we can't get enough. From the football field to the concrete jungle, we're repping H-Town. Ain't nothing humble, bitch.
Our brother Crenshaw is busy at the minute, so I will introduce our amazing guest tonight. First off, we got the messenger with the positivity. We got Mr. Keno. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody doing good. Good Wednesday. Good positive Wednesday. Feeling good, 5-1.
I mean, I don't know how it's good when you're in Dallas, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Speaking of Dallas, a guy got to put up with his Cowboys fans every day of the week. We got the TikTok sensation himself, Mr. Bo Diggity. Can you hear it?
Oh, I was muted. Hey, what's good, everybody? What's happening? We 5-1, baby. What's happening?
Yes, sir. And of course, like I said, we got Crenshaw in the building, but he is currently busy. He'll be with us as soon as he is able to. But so let's kick it off while Crenshaw is busy. We got some Texas news in the building. All right. Well, first up, let's get it out of the bag. We got Cam Akers to the Vikings. Does this shock anybody? I'll start with Bo. Were you shocked when this happened?
Yeah, I was shocked. I was taking a nap. I woke up and I got a group chat, from the boys, and it was like the Vikings. I was like, the Vikings? What you talking about the Vikings for? And I Googled it and I saw we traded Cam Akers to the Vikings. I didn't see it coming. I thought they was gonna move Pierce, but I guess because Pierce had that great run on Sunday, I guess they felt like, hey, we got out. I want to punch and mixing in Pierce. So let's try to get something from Cam Akers, and they got a 6th-round pick. So it is what it is.
Kenneth, what about you?
It's crazy because I was just talking to one of my homies that's a Texans fan, and I was just talking about how, hey man, look like we might have that, 3-headed monster, if you want to call it that. 3 good running backs, well, a great running back and missing. And Damian Pierce from Sunday looked like he figured it out, his own scheme. Who knows? Hopefully we continue to see that type of running from him, and then also Cam Akers. But I guess they felt like getting rid of him. I'm not sure why they did that. I guess they really do believe in Derek. Don't get me wrong, Derek had stepped up when we needed him too. But I kind of like Cam Akers over there, just me personally. But here's what it is. We got to move on. We traded him. It ain't like it's the end of the world at all. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I just like that we had depth at the running back position. Long as missing and Damian Pierce stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's good depth. But it is what it is. We move on.
I agree because
Yeah.
what happens with Mixon and Pierce get nicked up again? So now he's gonna go run out there with just Dare. That's it. Dare and maybe what's other running back name? Brooks.
Brooks hurt right now.
JJ Taylor.
Even he hurt. So it's like, what? I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think the I don't know how to say it. The explosion from Dare in the passing game. I mean, the passing game, he's been phenomenal, right? The run game was kind of but I mean he's been great. So I think they're like, okay, we got Mixon, we got Pierce. Dare in the passing game, we don't need much. So why not get a 6? You know how Nick is with those 6 and 7 picks. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt us. But like you said, well, we've been injured all year, so like we're not we're accustomed to it, right? So what's going to happen? That's a little concerning, but we'll cross that bridge when we get here.
Yeah, I want to say one thing. Though. I'm curious. With that 7 and 6 round pick, I wonder what is Nick gonna do with that? Like, is he trying to trade for a player? I'm hoping that's the case. I hope it's not something that we're gonna sit on and then we not make a move. You know what I'm saying, before the trade deadline.
It's a 26 draft pick, isn't it?
26 and 25.
Is it
We got one for next year. I think next year is the 7 pick, and then the 26 is the 6 pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're on the trade talk, let's get it. We should be buyers, right? Like this is the team for the championship. We are banged up, paused in the linebacker spot, the cornerback, the safety. So who's really on the market for the Texans? Ken, I'll start with you. Who should we go get?
I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not gonna, go too high like people saying Patrick Surtain, which is it's not possible at all. We getting that man, but I would say Newsom from the Browns. Now the only thing is how the Browns feel about doing business with us. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really not our fault that happened between Deshaun. They took Deshaun. Hey, they offered him all that money, and he was on the trade clause, and so he chose where he was gonna go. And so he picked them. So really, that's not on us. That's on them. They offered that much money and he took it. But at the end of the day, hopefully the Browns of the world would like to do business with us, you know what I'm saying? So we can try to get some of their players because I'm pretty sure I've heard that they kind of gonna blow it up a little bit. They're gonna trade some players. So I would say Newsom, yeah. And of course we need a linebacker. I just don't know what linebacker we can trade for. It's rare that somebody trades for a linebacker these days. Of course, yes, Raekwon Smith got traded to the Ravens, but that was because Bears weren't trying to pay him, so they got off of him and sent them to the Ravens. So I mean, hey, if we could get a Raekwon type of I doubt that, but if we could get a top linebacker in the trade, that would be perfect for us because at the end of the day, don't look like Christian Harris is coming back this year, or if not, probably later. And yeah, we just need some serious, I would say, depth at linebacker. I know I would like that Devin White, but I guess it's a reason why he haven't got picked up. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely want us to make some moves on this defense. I'm not too much worried about the offense right now.
Bo, what about you, brother?
Yeah, I had to look up his name because I forgot his name. Is Lattimore still upset in New Orleans? Is he ready to move on from them?
Oh, he's up on the Keno train, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, my thing is this: any DB, any cornerback out there that's on the market, that any team that's calling you about a cornerback they're trying to move off of, if they're a 1 or 2 cornerback, you go make that deal. I'm not saying give away a first or second round pick, but the Denzel Ward, whoever is out there, like if there are teams out there that are sellers and they have a decent cornerback and you need cornerback help or safety help, go make that deal. Because right now we're like you said, Matt, we banged up. We got a lot of injuries, a lot of nicks, a lot of suspensions. We need help on defense. We cannot. If the Patriots had a competent quarterback, or I guess just more weapons, they might have that game closer than what it was because they was inching back. They was inching closer and closer to get back into that game. So if they think that because we beat the Patriots 41-21, that's enough, that what they have on the field is enough, they're mistaken. Because we're going to go see Jordan Love and them boys on Sunday. And what they did against the Patriots will not be good enough against the Packers. It just won't.
Yeah, and it hasn't really been talked about how serious the knee injury for outside here is. So if you lose your captain, like why not go get a Buda Baker from the Cardinals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like why not get a guy who can voice his opinion, be a veteran, a guy that D'Amico likes, right? And I think that's going to cost you more than a Newsom or a Patrick Surtain will be, because Patrick Surtain just got paid. Like
Yep.
if the Broncos are going to get rid of him, it's going to be a first round easy.
Yep.
Like there's no way around it. Like that, he just got paid. So if
I
the
mean,
Broncos,
hey, it's not realistic, but if it only costs a first round, I'm pretty sure it'd be 2. But I will give it up, but it ain't gonna happen. So
right,
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
then
I
you're going
don't
to pay
think the
Stingley.
Broncos-
So theoretically, if I'm Nick Caserio, I'm thinking that you're not going to get someone on a 1-year deal who's trying to get paid next season. I don't think you're going to do that. I think you're going to get someone whose contract is already set. You're going to take on that contract,
Why?
and
But
it
why,
is what it is.
here's my thing. Why not? Like
Mm.
this is the year, right? You gotta
That's
pay,
what
like
they
you
say.
said, you gotta pay Stingley. A couple years, you're gonna have to pay Will Anderson and CJ Stroud. You got all these big contracts coming up. So why not right now make it the year to go for?
Yep.
Bring in Bootmaker on a 1-year contract.
I'm
Bring him
finna
in.
say
So
I'm finna say a
right.
wild take, and some people gonna dislike me. I know Crenshaw might agree with me, but honestly, if you can, I know I'm trying not to think about this, but if you can trade for a Patrick Surtain, I was thinking about picking up Stingley 5th-year option, and whatever happens after that happens. If you can get that type of cornerback on your roster, there's Stingley. Hey, don't get me wrong, you've been decent this year, but as far as getting that big pay, if we can get Patrick Surtain on this roster, and like I said, it's a wild take, but it is what it is. If that can happen, hey, I'm not too much worried about extending Stingley. That's just me.
and that kind of helps elevate Stingley, right? Like Patrick
Mm-hmm.
Surtain brings that different level where that helps. So I just don't see us going after
Yeah,
Surtain
true.
or Newsom. I don't see it. I don't think we pulled a trigger.
But we are all in agreement that Nick Caserio needs to get a defender. Trade for a
Yeah,
defender before
facts.
anything. Trade for a
Facts.
defender. Give this team some help.
Or I'm not saying he's doing a terrible job, but if you can get a good, reliable center for cheap, I'd be okay with it. I mean, Juice is doing good, but is he doing good enough to put the level that we need?
I would say, yeah, I would say guard and center, whoever can, if they can do both, because sometimes Shaq makes me out there mailing it
Yeah,
in.
exactly. And again, like we said, we know how the injuries go. Like, I mean, that's the story of a Texans fan. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think we ever had one season where we did not worry about injuries at all, ever.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I agree. I just don't want us to be the only team that don't make any moves. Like I don't want us to be
Yeah.
a team and sit on our hands if there's someone out there that can
complacent. You don't
help
want
us
to be complacent.
the Ravens
Yeah,
or the Chiefs
you don't want to be complacent.
at all. At
Right.
all.
Right. Well, we got a question for you there, Ken. Larry asked, do you think Surtain is better than Stingley?
Honestly, yes. And look, you talking to a person that's I'm still on the steam train, but like at the end of the day, like man, Patrick Surtain is that dude. Like, I don't. It's no way around it for me. Like, it's the obvious answer for me, in my opinion. Yes, Patrick Surtain is better than Stingley. Stingley needs to get the mindset. Even if D'Amico is stopping him from doing so, Stingley needs to get the mindset like, hey, I'm taking this number one. That's it. No discussion. Like, coach, I respect you, but this is me all game. Like, and me personally, I feel like even if he said that, D'Amico gonna let him do it. Because my thing is, we did it last year in the playoffs versus Amari Cooper, and what happened? Locked him up. He didn't follow him during the week. I mean, during the regular season, but when the playoffs came, he followed him. But at the end of the day, I just need Sting to have that dog mindset, and I know for a fact Patrick Surtain has that mindset. So we don't really have to worry about him not following the number ones as we questionable and worrying about right now with Sting because he doesn't follow. Well, he does, but it's not consistently. He's not consistently following the number one. So yeah, I think Patrick Surtain is better right now for sure.
I mean, the stats prove it, right? I mean, the dude's only been in the league for 3 years. Already got All Pro and 2 Pro Bowls. I mean, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing that's sexy about it, right? Pause. He's only been in the league 3 years. Like
This is fourth year. This is
4 years,
year.
right? Yeah,
This is
4.
fourth.
Came in 2021, but still,
Mhm.
like, bro, why
Yeah.
not? If you can, why not? But I just don't. I don't see the Broncos doing it, man. Like,
Yeah.
I get they're rebuilding, but you really want to get rid of your key player, like, you know what I mean?
What if they say we won't Sting?
I wouldn't do it.
You would do it?
I wouldn't do it.
I
Just
wouldn't.
because,
Nah, yeah, true. Because we
like you
need
said,
2 cornerbacks right now. Yeah. We
well,
need
it's like
2.
you said, there's times where Stingley is a lockdown corner.
Yeah.
What if he unlocks it and then just like the best corner in the league, and we're like, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't do it. So, but
Yeah.
that's me. Well, let's move on to some other news. A little disappointing. It looks like Laster is going to be out a couple more games, especially the Packers game. Bo, how disappointed are you in this one?
How disappointing am I? Packers. Lassiter being out. I was something disappointed. I feel like Ross did okay with what D'Amico asked him to do. I feel like Ross didn't really get exposed. I mean, they didn't really target him like they did Stingley. But I feel like Ross held, for the most part, held his own. The way D'Amico schemed his defense, he didn't really put nobody in the bind. So I think he can do the same thing in the Lambeau against the Packers. Just go out there and play complementary football. I have to play as a team. If you're going to play, you're going to play zone. So if he can get, if D'Amico can have Eric Murray out there making plays, I think we'll be okay with Ross out there until Lassiter gets back.
Okay. Crenshaw, man, take it away if you're back.
Before you go, wait.
Okay.
Before you go, Crenshaw, Lassiter needs to be back by the Lions game, though. That's all I'm gonna say. If he ain't back by the Lions game, I might panic because the Lions are some problems. So that's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. Okay, first of all, we ain't getting no Patrick Surtain. He just signed a new deal, so we can get that. We can get that pipe dream
Why
out of
you
the
kill?
way.
Wait. Why you kill Keno Dreams like that?
Nah, hey, nah. I
That was
already
his
know
dream
it's not gonna
scenario. How
happen.
you
I'm
come
just,
here and kill his dream scenario?
hey, nah. I already know it's not gonna happen. I said that before I even brought it up. But yeah, I know that's not happening, man. I know
Yeah,
it
but
ain't happening.
yeah, we ain't getting no Patrick Surtain. It is what it is with Stingley. I mean, he he's good when he want to be. He's good when he want to be. But shit. What y'all was talking about, bro? I'm sorry. What y'all was talking about?
Lassiter.
Lassler, yeah, man, Lassler, yeah, we definitely need him back for the Lions game because we need all hands on deck because that's a tough team, tough offense. The way our offense should be looking week in and week out. But I mean, Ross did a damn good job on Sunday, bro. Damn good job. Like I said, I didn't know Lassler didn't much play because Ross played so good or whatever. But we did play, a rookie quarterback, so it's a little different when you got Jared Goff, former #1 overall pick.
Exactly.
But as everybody say, I'm gonna trust D'Amico because that's the line to say whenever you don't know what to say. Well, I kind of see some problems, but I'm gonna trust D'Amico, so I'm gonna go with that line. I'm gonna trust D'Amico.
Crazy that people want Ross cut. It makes no sense to me. I see it on Texans Twitter
Who cut?
Ross, that they want
I
Ross.
mean, it makes sense if you traded for somebody that's like a Newsom.
Do you
Why did
know?
they want him cut though? He didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing crazy, did he?
He
He
didn't, but
had a good game.
I think they were just saying that as far as like to make room to get somebody else.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why they were saying that. Like if they
Yeah.
trade for somebody, you're gonna have to get
Immediately.
rid of some people.
Cut,
So
cut,
that's what it was.
cut Robert Woods. Cut JJ Taylor.
If you get a Marcus Lattimore, in the building, if you get someone in the building with a pedigree that can be a cornerback 1/2, if Ross is up for it, you cut him. Why? Why not?
There's other people who would be cut before him. Like I said, cut Jimmy Ward. I mean, I'm just gonna say it.
No,
he's on the bill anyway.
You want to cut because you just gave Jimmy Ward an extension, so you're not gonna cut Jimmy.
I'm just saying, but there's other people. JJ Taylor, he's hardly on there.
No, they said that. They said, I saw somebody say
The person
cut
y'all
Taylor.
talking about that should have been cut is Sims. That's who needs to be gone. That's the person who's holding the roster spot for somebody. Because you can put Robert Woods back there to fill some punts. Get Sims off the team if that's the case.
If we put Robert Woods back there, we're putting him on a short collar. Like, hey, do not
just fill it. Just fill it, or if it's behind the 10 or 20, get out the way and let it go in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Kendall, what's your take on Lassiter?
Man, I'm not finna sit up here and say I'll be all right to the Lions game because we need him this weekend. So the Nick, like both said, and I've been saying this before the season started about Lattimore. Like, hey, we need to go get somebody at cornerback. I'm sorry. And I don't care if Lassiter come back against the Lions game. Oh well, like if you can get a Lattimore, if you can get a Newsome, if you can get a cornerback that's a good cornerback too, and we all know Lattimore is definitely a cornerback two, cornerback one. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I just feel like we need to make a move for this defense because it's too many hurt players, and unfortunately, Lassiter he's going to be out for 4 games, and there's no knock towards him. I just feel like Nick needs to make some moves, like as far as for the cornerbacks, linebackers, safeties. Like we really need some help on the back end because of all these injuries. So I hope Lassiter get better and well, and hopefully he is back for the Lions game. But at the end of the day, Nick got to make some moves.
All right, and some other people are out. I say here for
Exactly. I was just gonna say that Aziz
Fatu,
is gonna be out.
War well, not yet. Right now, they're just missing practice.
If Aziz does not play in this game, and you got to deal with Josh Jacobs, it's gonna be a long day for that defense.
Last I heard, he's still scheduled to play the game on Sunday. He just missed practice today. So
my thing is Aziz and Toa.
Yes, right.
See, bro,
they said that he's on pace to come back. So
I guess he just got to pass the concussion protocol stuff. So, man, we gonna need him for sure, though. Man,
out of those guys, who are you most worried about not having on the field?
So if Aziz and Toa don't play, now you potentially got Hewitt Hansen in the game. And that's what we're gonna roll out in Lambeau.
Well, Hewitt had the highest PFF grade for the Texans this week. So
he did come in like the third or fourth quarter. So
exactly, garbage time.
I don't know.
I'm trying to be like the other Texans on Twitter. Okay.
Hey man, they got to calm down. That man came in at the fourth quarter. End of the third, fourth, whatever you want to say.
But see, even the thing with Devin White, like Keno said, he has been picked up yet, so maybe that's a telltale that maybe he just ain't got it no more. But at the same time, shouldn't you do your due diligence and bring him in yourself and see what he can and cannot do?
Yeah, facts.
Instead of letting somebody else finna pick him up, maybe potentially. When's the trade deadline? When is that? Is that in 2 weeks?
Yes, week 9.
They got to make some moves.
It's November 5th.
November 5th. Okay.
Me personally, man, I don't care. I wouldn't even look at trading for a linebacker when you have a Devin White right there. That's a free agent. That's just me because that's something. All right, let me pick this
26.
up.
He's 20, exactly 26. But same thing with the cornerback. You have Xavier Howard on just chilling. Go bring him in for a workout. See what he can do.
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson, come
on now. You don't have to trade for these people. They're at home right now.
And then you can, and once you do that, if you do that, then you can trade for Baker. You can trade for a Baker at safety. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we got to make some things shake. Like I don't see most of the teams do it, even though some of them fell short. Like with the Eagles last year, they traded, or was it the year before that? They traded for some players and they was loaded. And they loaded right now. But at the end of the day, this defense got to be up, man, because it ain't gonna get easier for Will or Daniil, honestly, because of our back end. And we this Sunday, if we going out there with Hewitt and Hansen, and then we also forgetting we got Ross, and then you got Eric Murray as safety. So it's like, how do we expect? We can't expect our D line to get some things shaking if that back end can't hold up for 2-3 seconds. So yeah, it's going. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to lose this game. I know that for a fact. I want us to go down there and get this dub.
Well, we'll talk more about that dub before, but right now, jump into kind of finish touching the Texans. the Patriots recap. Bo, you weren't with us. So,
Yeah.
what was your thoughts on the game?
I thought like I said last week, either we start slow and end fast, or we start fast and end slow. I feel like we started fast. We put 14 on the board quick. Then Bobby got complacent. Bobby just started just chilling. He started trying some things, started keeping his foot on the gas. Granted, CJ threw the pick, so it kind of slowed down the momentum and everything. But at the same time, I feel like there were so many times where defense got you the ball and you didn't score a touchdown. You should score a touchdown. All those turnovers the defense gave you, those should have been touchdowns, not punts or not field goals or attempts or whatnot. But at the end of the day, it was a win, so I'm not going to critique them too much. I'm just going to say, because there was a Patriots, they couldn't come back. But if you do that with some teams like the Lions or somebody, if you get a 14-point lead against the Lions, they can't come back on you and potentially take the game. So stop with the complacency. I feel like the line did a good job. I feel like having Mixon and Damian Pierce made a difference. But at the same time, I don't know if that's because the Patriots defense is so bad or if the team, they gave up. I don't know. I don't know how to grade that game because that team isn't competitive. That's not a playoff team right now. So I'll see against the Packers. When I see Joe Mixon and when I see Damian Pierce against the Packers, then I'll make my statement then to see if this team is really ready to make that next step. But the Patriots game, that was supposed to be a win regardless. That was out going to that game. Everyone knew that was going to be a win.
Yeah, see, Bo right about that because game 1 we played against the Colts. That's a bad run defense. We ran all over them. I don't know where the New England run defense is, but we ran all over them as well.
17th.
17. Okay, so they're in the middle of the pack. So it's really hard to judge our run game because we, not great run defenses. But I think with the 1-2 punch, I mean, I don't know. You know what? I think Pierce's hamstring wasn't messed up, bro. I think he would have got his eyes checked. And they fixed his eyes and his vision got better. I think that's what happened, bro.
He had a month when we get LASIK. He had to be off for a month for
LASIK. That's what it is, bro. Because when have you seen Pierce read the blocks, cut back in, and I mean, you seen that shit? Like, hold on, man. Is this the same Damian Pierce right here?
Yeah, he definitely looked like rookie year Damian Pierce on that run. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's
like go into the tackle, like go into the tackle, break the tackle, and go up the field. That looked like year 1 Damian Pierce.
Bro, I don't know. But I will say this: regardless of what their ranking is, Joe Mixon still brings a different value to the table than a Cam Akers, a Dare, even a Damian Pierce.
That's true.
We still have to have him on the field regardless. I don't care if he gets 20 carries and 40 yards.
Now
it's still the what's called,
That's what I want to ask y'all. I want to go back to my theory that I said maybe a couple months ago, maybe a week ago. When this offense only has 2 primary receivers, I feel like the offense moves a little bit better. You have a Diggs and
that's facts. That's facts.
I feel like it moves a lot better than having 3 dominant receivers on the field at the same time. I feel like y'all said, I feel like CJ is going through too many reads when he knows, okay, I got Dale Diggs. Okay, just read them 2. Maybe I'll chuck it down to the running back, or maybe Dalton Schultz is open. But to go through Nico, Dale, Diggs, Dalton, running back, it's too much. So I think Bobby Slowick offense only runs on a 2. What is that? 12 personnel? Or was that 21 personnel? I think it's 12 personnel. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. I think that's where he does better with his formations of having only 2 receivers out there instead of having 3. That's just me personally. But once again, it was a Patriot, so I don't know how to grade that.
You're on mute, Kenna. You're on mute.
This is why I said I wasn't worried about Nico going out, because I knew, hey, this is gonna open up opportunities for Tank, but Tank needs to take advantage of it, and he did. At the end of the day, Bobby needs to figure that 3 wide receivers out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, hey, we are looking forward to going to the playoffs, Super Bowl, of course. I know our expectations is AFC Championship or bust. So we want to be in that game with all 3 of them. So Bobby needs to figure that out.
You got to figure out how to make that work.
Figure that out. Yeah.
So see, this is what kind of got my mind turning. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times, and I'll admit it. But to me, I think, like, because everybody's like, man, what's up with Tank? Oh, Stefan's not the the Stephon that we thought we are getting. To me, I think it's the scheming. I really think it's the scheming that was holding them back because now, like you said, now that Nico's gone, Diggs and both Dell are getting their catches. They're getting their looks. And yes, that might be because he's so dominant, but I think it's the scheming. Let's just get the big body target out there and let's get Nico open. I think that's why Dell and Diggs hasn't been as prominent as they were Sunday. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
sense to me, but I could be wrong.
I think Diggs had a better, even though he didn't score, but he had a better game versus the Bills.
Yep, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So he had a better game versus. But I think Diggs been doing his thing, or whatever the case may be. It's just not the Diggs that we saw with the Bills because he was the number one guy for sure, and it was like Josh Allen was making sure he was getting on the ball. Even though later the season last year that kind of shied away. But anyways, as far as Tank, I think at the end of the day, he wasn't taking advantage of the few opportunities he was getting. But now
You're right.
since he has more, but
Yep.
I would say this Patriots game, I was happy to see that Tank because he was catching tough passes. Like
Yep.
I talked about, like when he was dropping them passes in the beginning, I was confused because last year he made a lot of tough catches. So I was just glad to see him catch them tough catches. And of course, like he felt like himself, like he could do way more. He felt like he left some like people say some meat on the bone. So everything is all on what's his name? Bobby. It's all on Bobby.
Yep.
Bobby got his
And
scheme thing right.
Also, I feel like as a team or as an offense, they needed a game with the Patriots, like a tune-up game, to find your rhythm. You know, sometimes you need to beat up on a team to find your rhythm to get through the season. And I think that's what this game was about, to give Tank confidence, give Damian Pierce confidence, give Joe Mixon confidence. A lot of people should have gained confidence against this game to go into the next game against the Packers. You should feel good about yourselves. Granted, it was the Patriots, but get your rhythm back, and then hopefully you get the ball rolling for the rest of the year.
All right.
Well,
All right.
go ahead,
See, like,
Christoph.
well, first of all, I think we got our rhythm back because we're gonna have 4 penalties the whole game. So when you
Yep.
play mistake-free football, we're gonna score. You know, previous games we get a first down penalty, we get a long run penalty. So we cut our penalties down this game.
Or
That's why
even
our
that,
offense look good.
or in that we be 3rd and 2, and then we pick up the 3rd down and then penalty.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
But
And then
like Chris said, the week really starts. The season really starts in week 6. So
yeah, week 6, and
we
then
here.
on Diggs, it seems like he's not the Diggs of old, as my boy the messenger just said, but he's on pace for over 100 catches, 10 touchdowns,
Yeah.
and 1,200 yards.
Yep.
No, I don't think he's not the old Diggs. I feel like
The
he's not
1,500
being
yard Diggs.
used. He's not being used that way because he don't have to be used that way. I know who Diggs is. Now you got some fans that are trying to act like Diggs is not. He lost a step or whatever the case may be. That's bullcrap. Diggs can go on majority of teams that be the wide receiver 1, and some of us still feel like he's that wide receiver 1 here with the Texans, even if Nico is playing. But it's how Bobby is scheming everything. He's forced. It seems like he's forcing, like I said, the past few weeks, he's forcing every big play to Nico Collins. Don't understand why he's only doing that with Nico Collins when you got this, you got Tank. Like, they speed receivers. They can break free and score a touchdown, just like Nico Collins. So at the end of the day, Bobby really got to dial this stuff up and get it going because we got the weapons, man. There's no excuses.
All right. Let me say one more thing on Diggs. I guess I never just watched Diggs this closely because it wasn't our team. But this guy catch radius is almost like DeAndre Hopkins when he was here. It's like he don't drop shit, bro. They throw the ball to him, he catches every goddamn thing, bro.
On the ground, in the air, to the side.
Yeah, like he'll have 9 targets, 9 catches, or he'll have 8 targets, 7 catches, man. Like I don't know. He's always been like that, but goddamn, Diggs, I see you, boy.
Yeah. When Dell did too this week, like there was a lot of low passes, and they were all caught, which is fantastic. Because when Kenneth's boy Davis Mills was in, that's all there was passes to the dirt. So I'm glad that they be able to catch it these days.
Yeah.
So, all right, Buzz, anything to add from the Patriots game before we move on?
I'm good.
No, I mean,
No, I'm
none to
good.
add. I just wish Stingley wasn't watching his booty get that touchdown. That's it.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
pronounce that man name right,
yeah,
dog. It's
that's
Butte.
hilarious.
Butte.
Butte. My thing
No,
is this
he was
because
watching his booty.
I'm sure y'all seen that clip, like the clip all the way back when he was at LSU with Devontae Smith. He's always getting caught looking in the back, like focus on the receiver if you in man coverage, please.
Hey,
Yeah,
hold on.
and
That
what? This one?
man, look, I'm not even going. This my bro right here. He's a Rams fan and he's a Texas hater for no reason. I don't understand why, but he keep talking trash. He put the Super
Yeah,
Bowl, the
it's like
crying, laughing face. Man, get out of here, dog. Because
Speak,
y'all rebuilding. But let's move
speaking of
on. Let's move
D-Hop,
on.
speaking of D-Hop, what's the percentage that we won't, so they release him and pick him up going back to Houston? What's the percentage on that?
Does he play safety?
5%.
Huh?
0.
That man said,
No,
"Did you
not
say
playing
safety?"
safety. I'm just saying. You get close to the end of the season. People get hurt. I mean, you got Robert Woods. He can't be no worse than Robert Woods.
No, I mean you're right, but man, I just think we had so much offense, and you got these Texans fans like, oh, D Hop, oh, why'd you use the D Hop? D Hop, like
Hey, it depends.
here.
That D Hop conversation depends if I'm not even gonna say this. If something
Yeah,
happened with
yeah.
one of them
Let's move on.
receivers, that's the only way that happens. That's the only way that happens.
Hey, yeah, you better put some sage in your room or something like that, bro.
Hey
Like,
man, look, we gonna
we
rebuke
don't need
that energy. I'm just saying. That's the
we
only
don't
way
need
that
that.
happens. There's no way we get D Hop back, man. There's no need for him. Heck,
All
we got
right,
a Robert
fellas.
Woods. Now, if you're gonna cut Robert Woods, then okay, yeah, go get D Hop. You're gonna get
All right,
rid of that
fellas.
Robert Woods, yeah.
The Packers matchup. We got some saying that it's the Super Bowl this year. We got some saying it's the battle of the young guns. All right, let's talk to me. Chris, I'll start with you, man. What does the defense have to do to stop Jordan Love and pull out the victory?
I think we gotta treat Jordan Love like we treat rookies. We gotta blitz him. I don't think he's good against the blitz. We get Archery back on the line. Hopefully that helps out. But I mean, hopefully helps out because really our interior has actually been doing pretty good. So I don't know if they might put Archery on the outside. I'm not sure or whatnot. But I think we gotta win with 4, especially if our linebackers are going to be
Well, we ain't
thin.
got Edwards no more, so he had to be inside.
Well, Edwards. I was gonna make a joke on Sunday, but I didn't make the joke. I was gonna say that boy on something because he was kind of wilding out there, bro. He was wilding out there. I was gonna make that joke on Sunday, man. But
Yeah,
Man,
the way the way that he lifted Anthony Richardson week 1, yeah, you can tell he's on steroids.
but no, bro. But yeah, we need a blitz, and then we need Joe being Joe. And I like this game, CJ. It seemed like he didn't throw the ball a lot, and it was like short passes. I'm fine with winning games like that, because we know what CJ can do through the air. But if we can control the clock like we did last week, that's the recipe for success. And I think that's how we could beat Green Bay. Now I didn't check the weather. I didn't know what the weather's going to be like this game, but Green Bay put up points and they got a good run game too. But our run defense is pretty good, so I think we just blitz him. Jordan Love, run the ball, and I think we'll come out there bitch 6-1.
All right, oh, I love it. I love it.
The weather shows a little shower, a little shower, 56 degrees, little shower, little rain.
All right, bro. So, what does CJ Stroud have to do to prove that he is the better quarterback out of the two youngins?
You start with me.
Yeah, you both.
What do you got to prove? You know what? Nothing. I agree with Crenshaw. Like, we don't need home run plays. We don't just if you get 5 yards here, 10 yards there, and you balance it out with the run game, that's enough for a win. It's enough for a win. Because what he had this past weekend, 196 maybe. Did he have more than 196?
Yeah, he didn't much have 200 yards.
Yeah, it went like that. If that's what wins the game, that's what wins the game. Keep it balanced. Don't make don't become one dimensional. So if they can bring what they did in New England to Lambeau, I'm here for it.
All right. Well, Ken, I'm looking at right now the two losses against the Packers that the Packers have It's from the Eagles, and it's in the Vikings. And both teams are top 10 in pressing the quarterback in sacks. And of course, Houston is also there. So is that the key of upsetting the Packers?
I hope so. I mean, like I just said a couple of minutes ago, our secondary, the linebackers, they got to hold up at least 3 to 4 seconds for this pass rush to really do what they can do. And I don't want to get off this topic, but I just want to say something real quick because I feel like my boy Bo, he was too humble with this answer. But it's not that he was too humble with the answer. I didn't like the question because you said what he got to prove to show that he's better than Jordan Love. I'm sorry, he's already better than Jordan Love. That's my
True,
opinion.
brother. Speak it.
Like he's already better than Jordan Love. I don't care what nobody say. Like Jordan Love had one good year last year. I get CJ had one good year last year. The difference is CJ was in his rookie year. Jordan Love, I think that was his 4th year, if I'm not mistaken. So CJ is better than Jordan Love. Now back to this question. That's the only thing I'm worrying about is the back end. Sting, of course, we want Sting to do what he can do. But I think Jordan Love gonna be flying it all the way around. Pause.
I'm about to say that.
He's gonna be throwing it to everybody. Like so.
Krishan, you know how we ask? We be like, why is Darius Stingley 10 yards off the ball? I'm gonna need him 20 yards off the ball because these receivers are fast. Okay, they got some speed.
Yeah. He's
Either
never
that, or you
back
gotta
up
make them
some.
safeties go way back. Put some safeties way back because these receivers can take top off the defense quick.
Yeah, I just think you have to, like Crenshaw said, treat him as a rookie. But the thing with that is you can't do the same thing you did with Drake May, right? Like with Drake May, it seems like they pulled the reins back a little bit and quit sending the pressure. Now you got to treat him like Caleb Williams. Send his that 38 times, 37 pressures. Like you got to make sure that he's on his back. Pause. He can't get rid of the ball quick because if it does, it is going to hurt us, especially across the flats in the ends with no linebackers. Like who, you know what I mean? Like so, yeah. You got to. I don't think Jones or not Jones, Jacobs is going to be a huge problem. But I still think the front four is good at stopping the run. So I don't think he's going to be a big problem. But these receivers and Jordan Love is a different story for me. But again, when they play a good defense, and I think we're a good defense, they don't do too good. I mean, they look subpar. I mean, they look good last week, but these the Arizona Cardinals. This is the same thing like saying, yeah, we played the New England Patriots. Okay. So I don't know, man. A lot of people like freaking out about this game. I can see us losing it, but I'm not as worried like a lot of people are. Like people are just like, oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna get demolished. Here's the only thing that we lose, and it's flashbacks to the Titans or the Vikings game. We got 12 penalties for 120 yards. It's gonna be a long day for the Texans, fellas. It's gonna be like a 35-7 game. Like it's gonna be nasty.
I mean, hopefully, the momentum has been good lately. You know what I'm saying? These past 2 games, penalties has been on the low. Now, I know we was testing each other in the chat Sunday, and we was like, man, it feels good to be on this side of the penalties of, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to be on this side again. Love from the refs. We do feel like we got a little love, some love
Tell me
from the
about it.
refs. Yeah, on a couple of plays, I appreciate it, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, as long as we keep that momentum going with the penalties and not doing all the illegal formations, the false starts, we've been good on the false starts. I think this second week in a row that Lamar Churchill has 0 false starts. Like, man, let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going.
I want to be like I'm the guy to thank for that because ever since I went on that rant, you know.
Hey, shoot, you might be. Then you.
I was gonna praise him, but that's what you supposed to do. What you supposed to do? Supposed to not jump off false start. Okay.
Facts.
All right, fellas. Anything else about this game before we go to predictions?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Crenshaw, you got something to add?
No, I don't got nothing to add, man. The only thing I got to add, I wish I can watch a game in Lambeau Field one day. It just hopefully the game is early in the year, like right now, because it'd be cold as shit up there. But that's all I got to add.
Yeah, you remind me like that guy from Cool Runnings, remember, where they put him in
It was
what's
in
called
ice cream truck,
yeah,
right?
they break off his little dreadlock. Yeah, that would be Crenshaw.
Yep. It's nice. Igloos, penguins, and ice. Claire.
All right, bud. We're moving to predictions. All right. I'm gonna start off with you, Crenshaw. What's your prediction this week?
All right, they put up points. We finally put up points, and I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think
Okay.
our defense is just gonna they're gonna break, but then they're gonna bend and don't break at the end. And I got us winning with Legatron, the new Legatron, Fairburn. So I say we win this game 38-35.
38-35. Okay.
Yes.
That's a Rams and Chiefs matchup right there. Exciting football. All right. Bo, what about you?
Nice. I had us losing this game in the beginning, like when we did our first preseason, predictions. So I'm gonna stick to it. I feel like we got too many injuries. We banged up. We going to Lambeau, another away game, back to back. So I'm going to go Packers. I'm gonna keep it close. Packers 27, Texans 24. Yeah, 27-24 Packers.
All right. McKenna, speak to me, brother.
Hey, I'm with Crenshaw on this. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I just trust my quarterback more than I believe in Jordan Love, like I just got done saying. So I'm gonna go Texans 35-27.
Oh, y'all in these 30s.
35-27 Texans.
Yeah.
All right. I would want to say that this game Sunday against the Patriots was an eye opener, and that this is the team that we got. That this is the team that we love. But honestly, it was a game that Bobby Slowick wasn't Bobby Slowick. I still think it's going to be out the gate, lights flashing, CJ Stroud working, touchdown, get us all excited, and then stagnant. So everybody, we scored 41 points. Not this week. I got it 19-14 Texans.
Okay.
So
Dang.
yeah, I just don't believe. I'm not saying I don't
Man,
believe.
hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Hold on. So you think Bobby gonna come out there? We gonna start off high, and we gonna slow down. You think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, you say 19. What's that? What's that? One touchdown and what's that? 4 field goals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen it before. And let's call a spade a spade.
I agree, Larry. I agree.
Let's get into it.
It's the thing. It's like you can't go in every week with a win, but at the same time, it's like I do want them to win. I hope they beat the Packers, but I just feel like 2 back-to-back away games. You're riddled with injuries. You might not have your middle linebacker, your captain. I don't know. It's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough.
Let's deep dive to it for real. Let's be honest. Let's take the blinders off for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, we were heading that route. We even texted. I even said, "Look, here we go, boys. It's starting."
Yep.
And then the turnovers happened, and that we scored off that. And then we also scored two touchdowns came off of big runs from Mixon and Pierce. So if they don't break those runs, who says that we actually score a touchdown there?
True.
So I get the excitement for Bobby Slug. I get like, all right, man, this is the offense. Like, we're ready to rock. But again, and it's not just Bobby, it's D'Amico. We talked about it. It seemed like the defense pulled back the reins.
Hey,
I mean,
there's no way we go into this game and we start off on fire, and they decide to start being conservative when we were playing the offense against the Packers, and we have all of these players that's out of our defense. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm just saying from the reality mindset, if we go out there and do that, y'all, I'm going to have a rant on the recount. Like I'm going to go berserk. I'm going to go crazy on the recount if we go out there and go and start off on fire, and then we start being conservative. Man, that's look. D'Amico better understand. This is probably going to be a shootout. You can believe in your players all you want on defense, but this is about to be a shootout, and that's how I feel. This is about to be a
D'Amico,
shootout, and you do not do that. You do not go out there being conservative, or if we go 14-0 or 10-0, whatever the case may be.
Yep. D'Amico needs to go into this game as if you're not going to have Aziz, Ward, Lassiter, or a Toto. You have to go in this game knowing who you have on the field and scheme it so that way it'll work in their favor and not have your backups doing what your starter's going to do. So you have to go in there. If maybe Ross and Murray may have the best game of their career on Sunday, but we'll wait and see on Sunday.
Hey, how many? I'm sorry. It's something I thought about real quick. How many rushing yards we had last Sunday?
192. 192.
Almost 200. Yeah.
Okay, 192, and then we had a 59 and a 54-yard run, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's 2 plays. After that, we really didn't do shit.
Yep.
With the run game,
if you think about it, after that we really didn't do shit because we had it about 30 some carries, right?
Well, Mixon had 13 himself.
Yeah, Mixon had 13, and I mean, to be honest, I felt like the run game was pretty decent.
Pierce had 8, Dari had 2, CJ had 3, Kim had 2, and you had 192 yards. So total, you had 28 carry attempts for 192 rushing yards. So yeah, there's that.
For an average of 6.9 yards for 6.9 average. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's
better than Coach.
Yeah, right, I see what Krishan saying. I see Krishan saying like those were chunk plays, so can't really count them as a successful run game. But at the end of the day, we had them. They had to play. So if we can do this, like I'm saying, if they do the exact same thing and they get a win in Lambeau, I'm cool with it. I don't care if you rush 18 times and them 2 rushes was for 60 and 70 yards. I'm gonna be okay.
Go ahead, Kenzo. Can you hear us?
We lost him. He on mute.
But I also think Crenshaw was kind of agreeing to what I was saying. Like if it wasn't for those runs, like it's not high school, and it's not. And
for those runs, they might have made a run back to get into the game.
Well, and not just that, if it wasn't for the what's the word I'm working for? The field, the spot of the ball. Like the turnovers. Like we had great field advantage. Like so, I
mean that big run by Mission did come like we did turn it over after that. So
we did.
We turned it over after that.
Yeah, the Dalton.
Kyrie Fairbairn. Listen to me, Kyrie Fairbairn. Look, I get it. You made that game win against the Bills. Amazing. You kicked a lot of game winners for us. But if you go out there again and kick a field goal less than 40 yards, you miss it. I'm gonna find you.
I don't understand it.
Can we stop with the?
How can you knock a 59-yard down the middle?
No.
30-something.
Hello.
Crazy.
No, I get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying. Absolutely. But I'm in a couple of group chats with Texans, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, can we get a new kicker?" Like,
I'm not saying a new kicker. I'm just saying, come on, man. If you can make a 60-something yard,
hold that man accountable.
Make a 30-something yard, gonna keep the momentum going. Come on now.
I told y'all in our group chat. I said, man, I'm so sick of this man missing these 40 and under field goals, and he's making a 59-yarder for a walk-off to win the game.
Yeah,
like you can't make this up, bro. It don't make sense.
granted, ours was indoors. Ours
bro.
was indoors, and New England's outside. But at the same time, come on, not Kaimi.
Look, 9 times, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I would take a miss 40-yarder
Yep.
and a miss 59-yarder.
You're right. Game winner. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. You're right about that.
Chris,
That's just me being spoiled.
Can you hear us, Chris?
Get that.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, what were you trying to say?
Shit. No, I was just saying, like, after those 2 long runs, our run game really wasn't as effective, as it seemed. But yeah, I guess we was blinded by that because we had those 2 long, great runs. So I know it's kind of hard to nitpick. We had 200 yards rushing. I'm just trying to figure out why we wasn't running those other times. You know what I'm saying? So that's all.
What you mean by other times? The other game?
Okay, okay, we had like 30 attempts, but 2 of those attempts was 130 yards rushing. The other 20-some times we was going to get like 1.8 a carry. You know what I'm saying?
That's because Bobby ran them stupid draw plays.
Yeah.
They don't get no yards. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones where they be on the side of the quarterback, like a little just inside draw that knowing your guard and center can't move nobody. But if you give them the slants and the stretch plays, that's where that's where the money comes from. That's where Mixon and Pierce can make the most of their plays because it's kind of open field. So if you make one person miss, you can get more yards. You're just running in the teeth of the defense. You're never going to get no yards like that, or at least not enough production yards because your center can't move nobody.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right,
he definitely can't move nobody.
Right. Well, it's almost time for us to end it, but before we do, it's kind of been a fan favorite, and it's also been a favorite of mine because they've been getting better every week. It's the hot takes. Again, if one of our takes hits, you win a T-shirt. Luckily for us, none of our takes have hit. But if all 4 of our takes hit, you get a jersey of your choice.
Jersey.
Yep. So let's start it off. Let's start off with you, Crenshaw. What is your hot take of the week?
Pick 6.
Okay. For the Texans?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Bo, what about you, brother?
Oh man, these hot takes. All right, I'm gonna do Dalton shows 2 touchdowns.
Damn, that is a hot take.
That's a
serious hot take.
That's an Arizona hot take with the summertime.
Hopefully, it's not for something to be your life on it because you're gonna be dead if that happens.
We gonna see.
All right, Keno.
To be totally honest, Crenshaw kind of took mine, but let me see. Let me figure something out. Ross get an interception.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Angelo Ross, interception. In tow.
I love it.
What you got?
All right, so let me think about mine. I'm gonna say that Anderson capitalized off his great performance Sunday, and that has another hat trick. He gets 3 sacks.
3 thing.
Yeah.
All right, all right, let me ask you a question. Why does Anderson got to put his hand up every time like we don't know that he got the sack?
He wants you to know. When you,
that's his celebration, bro. That's his celebration.
No. He let them know, hey, there ain't no half a sack. It's a whole sack here. That's what it is, bro. It's a whole sack. I don't have a sack.
Man, that's that man's celebration, bro. He do the JJ, bro. He be doing this.
Nah,
he's doing the Booker. He's doing the Booker T, He's the 5-time, You got to do something new.
You got to do something. Terminator something. Do a robot or something to see the Terminator. I don't know. Do something out there.
Look, as long as you get into the quarterback, I don't care what he does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got pick 6 from Crenshaw. We got an interception for Mr. Ross from Kidno. We got 2 touchdowns for me. And then we got 3 sacks from Mr. Williamson Jr. from Matt. Okay. Those seem like that could be done. At least one of them.
Yeah. You have a better chance of me and Crensaw's coming true than Keno's.
For sure.
But-
I don't know about Dalton. Y'all rest of y'all had about that Dalton one. I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
that Dalton one, woo, brother. I'm gonna tell him this. Like, listen here, Salts. You got to show up because we're tired of you disappointing us.
No, for real.
We can't be having this no more.
Well,
All
the
right,
Packers, are the Packers 3-3?
what's that?
Are the
Yeah.
Packers 3-3? They 3-3, right?
They're 4-2.
3-2. 4-2.
Yeah, they're 4-2.
Oh, they 4-2. Okay, all right.
They haven't had their bye week yet.
Yeah,
They're about to be 4-3, so
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Lord,
In the last
please.
word of Crenshaw, this is the worst part because it is the end. Crenshaw, so I'll start with you, brother. Tell us where we can find you, what you got cooking. That way we can support you, my brother.
All right, you can find me at Fifth Ward, Crenshaw, everywhere. We got some cooking, and it's supposed to get cooked tomorrow. So I ain't gonna say what it is, but whenever it get cooked, we'll make sure we post it from the show page, and yeah, let go.
All right, Mr. Bo Diggity.
Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know y'all can find me at Bo Diggity713. Go run with that page on TikTok. Keep supporting us, man. Y'all know the vibes.
All right, and Keno, where can we find the great message from you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube at Kenneth the Messenger, Twitter, Messenger_Keno. And like Crenshaw said, we got some cooking, and you know what I'm saying, it should be ready, you know what I'm saying, out the oven tomorrow. Just be on the lookout. We ain't gonna say much, but yes, sir. It's some heat coming, some fire coming, and we finna blow this thing up for sure.
Do you expect anything else better from the Texans fan battle? Come on, fellas. All right, and you can find me at A1 Day One Texans, where I drop some articles and whatnot. And then, of course, you can follow this great show at Texans Fan Battle everywhere: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We will be giving out a giveaway for a signed John Mechie card. So if you're a card collector, this will be the one that you want in the bag. So be on the lookout for that. Until next week, when we go 5-1 or 6-1. I'm sorry, 6-1.
Yeah,
we'll be celebrating Sunday. So make sure you tune in. Until then, have a wonderful week and stay blessed.
Yo, check it out, we rapping for the Texans. Put Whittier in, Crenshaw, Bridge, we flexing. Houston rap style, we bringing the heat. Talking Texas football.